Welcome to the opening day of Flower and Garden Festival 2025. But hang on a minute, that was like over a month ago. Why would I want to watch this video now? Because the Flower and Garden Festival is still on and you get to see what treats are worth having and what you should avoid. Hi, this is Sue and you're watching Ears to You, the Welsh vloggers. We went to a very windy opening day of the Flower and Garden Festival and tried some of the food options. This will help you when deciding on what you want to try. Whilst we were there, we saw some amazing topiaries and lots of beautiful flowers. One of the first things that you need to do is pick up a festival passport. This will help you when deciding on your food choices. One of the activities available to do is Spike's pollination exploration. You have to look for Spike the bee. He is dotted in various locations all around the World Showcase. The cost of the map is $9.99, and at the end of the scavenger hunt you can collect one of these 4 adorable watering cans. The first item that we tried was from the Primavera kitchen in the Italy pavilion. It was basically shrimp and pen pasta. It was served in a rich, cheesy, creamy sauce. Kieran thought it was delicious. And our rating for this was 8.5 out of 10. As soon as the merchandise stalls were open, we had chance to be among the first to see them. There was a limit of 2 items per guest to give everybody a chance of having some of the new merchandise. There was a lot of Orange Bird, Spike the Bee and Alice in Wonderland character merch. I even bought myself a cheeky little Orange Bird t-shirt, which of course I had to wear. They had matching loungefly bags and Mickey ears for Alice in Wonderland, which looked really cool. From what we had seen so far, I really liked the merchandise and thought it was cool. We tried 2 items from the American Pavilion, the spicy chicken gumbo priced at $6.50 and the banana Foster bread pudding for $5. The gumbo was made with chicken, andouille sausage and rice. I found the flavour to be, well, not very nice and a bit too spicy. Our rating was 4 out of 10. As a complete opposite to this though, the bread pudding was yummy with an ooey gooey caramel sauce. Our rating was 9 out of 10. Next on our list of things to try was the frushi. I have wanted to try this for the longest time and I was not disappointed. It was a very delicate dessert which was also very refreshing. It reminded me of a pina colada, which of course is my favourite drink. The cost of this was $6.50 and our rating is 8.5 out of 10. The next 2 items that we tried were from the Jamaican stand. Matthew's choice was the Jamaican jerk chicken, whilst Kieran chose the coconut chocolate flan cocho. The coconut chocolate dessert had a consistency of creme brulee. They were both a big hit, and it was Kieran's best of the fest and scored a whopping 9.5 out of 10. The cost of his was $5.25. He particularly enjoyed the passion fruit caramel. Matthew thought the jerk chicken was very flavourful and that all the flavours complemented each other well. He rated it 8.5 out of 10. I, however, was not a fan of the plantain and scored it a miserable 3 out of 10. The cost of the jerk chicken was $6.25. The next few items we wanted to try were all from different locations. Matthew purchased the chicken and waffles from the Honey Bistro. It cost $7. I went to the Beach Grub to get the grilled street corn on the cob for $6, whilst Kieran went to China to get the satay beef bao bun for $7.75. We all met up at the Citrus Blossom as we knew the rain was coming in. The chicken and waffles was a good sized portion. There was plenty of it and it was very filling. The honey sauce on the chicken was delicious and we rated it overall 8 out of 10. The beef in the satay bao bun was a bit chewy, but the flavour was good, so we rated it 7.5 out of 10. The corn, however, was absolutely delicious. It was my best of the fest item and scored a whopping 9 out of 10. I can't believe it was vegan because it was cheesy, garlicky and yummy. When we were staying out of the rain in the citrus blossom, Matthew had the beverage flight. It had become tradition. You couldn't go to the Odyssey building and not buy the flight. We also all decided to complete the garden Graze, as we had already bought 2 of the 5 items. The garden Graze is a fun challenge to complete. When you buy 5 of the 10 garden Graze items and collect the stamps, you can pick up a free treat from the pineapple promenade. And let's face it, who doesn't like a free treat? So, to complete it, we bought the lemon tart, the Jamaican beef patty, and the fruit parfait. The lemon tart was quite sharp, citrusy, and very refreshing. It was Matthew's best of the fest and scored 9 out of 10. The impossible beef pate was another surprising hit. The texture was different to beef, but the flavour was good. We rated it 7 out of 10. The fruit parfait was definitely the strangest item from Flower and Garden. Think of the pickle milkshake from Food and Wine, and this was the equivalent. The combination of fruit, mango Dole Whip and sweet chilli sauce made for a very bizarre taste sensation. I didn't know if I was eating a sweet chilli dish or dessert or both. It was very weird, but in a good way. We ranked it 7.5 out of 10. The rain had finally stopped, so we decided to give our bellies a rest and go for a stroll to look at all the topiaries. These topiaries are fabulous, and I think the people that create them are so clever. Now it was time to look at the merchandise. You could tell it was opening day of Flower and Garden because we had to queue to get into the creation shop. I've never seen that before. Never mind about looking for Spike the Bee, there was a definite buzz inside the store. Everybody looking to be the first to get the merchandise. What could they get first? What was the best item there? Was it the annual pass merchandise? Or was it the pins? Everybody wanted to be the first to buy the merch. They had some different merchandise here that we hadn't seen outside. There was more Alice in Wonderland merchandise. We hadn't seen any of the annual pass merchandise in the stores outside, but to be honest, we weren't really that blown away by them. There was other much better things for sale. We of course picked up a couple of items ourselves. We got a couple of the pins, including the annual pass pin, and I bought the orange bird shorts to match my t-shirt, because yes, I am that sad. With our shopping done and in the bag, literally, all that was left to do was to claim our treat from the garden Graze. We picked it up from the pineapple promenade near the port of entry. It was pineapple Dole Whip and vanilla ice cream all swirled up into one delicious treat. It was served in a souvenir cup, which we were able to bring home. And of course, Kieran claimed it. So that was it. Our Flower and Garden Festival day has come to an end. All that was left to do was to have one last moment with Walt. And as he once said, if you can dream it, you can do it. Until next time, good night, North Star.
You know to me that's all